The Hash It Out Show is brought to you by Barreto Home Solutions, Bayou Audio and Video, Hot Works on the North Shore, JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington, Lil Dizzy's Cafe, The Green Law Firm, personal injury attorney, Kaylin Parker of Magnolia Wealth Strategies, Moe's Pizza, Lance's AC and Heating, CC's Children Blocks, The Pierre Family in Lafayette, Louisiana, Drum I check one, two. Can everybody hear?
I hear it. I can hear you.
Everybody, welcome
Wow.
to the Hash It Out Show. I'm your host, JB, the sports guy, joined by VK Jones and George Peppers. When I didn't tell you, man, you guys know we run the countdown. We run the countdown. And the
We
countdown
do.
got to 3 seconds. And the thing said, oops, connection lost, reconnecting.
Hmm.
And uh, I, and then I'm trying to get it back. Then my picture pop up, and then I couldn't even get you guys in. It it was like a total nightmare, man. And I was like, good guys, but we
We're here.
are here. We're here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being patient with us while we got this working. But we are here, man. And it is girls semifinals and finals week, and it is boys quarterfinals week. And man, me and VK gonna be out there in Hammond tomorrow. Get to see some of the local action like John Curtis, Edna Carr, just a few, but other good teams as well. George Peppers, he got to work, but man, I can't
I
wait
know.
till tomorrow. I can't wait till tomorrow, George Peppers. How you doing, George Peppers?
I'm good. Now you know how it feels to have Restream do that oops thing on you, huh? You want to talk about prehistoric internet, Timu internet, BC internet? I mean, it's not my internet, dude. It's Restream. I keep telling y'all. So,
For
but it's
sure,
good. And
for
everything's good. Just prepping for a stretch of work ahead of me, and it's basketball week, conference tournament week in the college basketball. For those of us that are going to pick brackets and looking for upsets, this is the week to watch because you got the mid majors and all your smaller conferences go this week and everything else, and of course the women, the SEC tournament is being played out. No, LSU ain't winning it, y'all. So lots of hoops.
yeah. They don't even have Florida State playing, so yeah,
Nope.
it's we'll see. What's up, VK? How you doing, sir?
Oh,
Hey, what's going on, man? What's happening? Glad you got things up. Looked like for a second restream was not letting us be great, so it is what it is. Thank goodness we're
oh
on the air. You know what I'm saying? That's shocking. I'm hearing Flaji's not playing.
She has
That's
inflammation in her shin.
oh,
yep.
That's why she ain't playing. What's up, Mr. Marcus? What's
ooh,
happening? So
that's
yeah,
not
that's why.
good.
Yeah,
Whew.
that's why she's not playing. They shut
Well,
her down for the SEC tournament.
I don't blame him.
Nah.
Jesus, that's not good. But
Nope.
like, tag, share, subscribe all social media platforms for the Hash It Out Show. Also, log on to like, tag, share, subscribe, JB the Sports Guy. Before we go any further, I would like all three of us would like to thank everybody for flooding that game last night between St. Augustine and Bonneville. We had made our high for numbers this year. We did had some
For
nice
basketball.
numbers
For
for
basketball.
basketball in general,
Yep.
not just for the whole year for football. Football we had more than that, but basketball, we thank y'all. We did had some nice numbers. We had our biggest one last night, and it's still going over 1,954 views on our
Good.
game last night in general, and close to 2,000. So we thank y'all last night, and we thank y'all so much for your support. We'd like to thank Bonneville and St. Augustine, and thank St. Augustine for housing us and having us there. It was a honor and a privilege to call a basketball game from my alma mater. It was an honor to do it, and despite the game was kind of out of hand, regardless of the fact, it was an honor to be there last night in a packed house up at AP Turo. So, but thanks to everyone who flooded our game and watched it. Still like, tag, share on that game in general, man. Please still do that. It was really great to just be there last night, and thank y'all for the support. And this is a sign that we're gonna continue to grow, man. We got me and JB been talking a bit, and this is another formula that we're growing in our Hash It Out Show brand. So thank y'all so much.
I was
Oh,
gonna say it. I was gonna say it, but it's all good. It's all good. It's
okay,
all
good.
good.
True.
Right, George, Mister.
Jerry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Say
I
something.
mean,
You the CEO, dude. You got some
Nah,
words. Say
I
some
nah,
words,
mean,
dude.
nah. You got it.
I hear
You got it
two,
this
but
time.
there's three. So what's going on
Yeah,
with
I was
that?
going there too, George Peppers. I was going. You
I
can't
mean, what
forget
was
about
going on with that? I mean, he's
GP,
kicking.
man. I was going there too,
Exactly.
man.
We
Forget
can't
about
forget
I
about
GP,
mean,
man.
GP. We
God,
we we didn't I wasn't trying to leave you out because we it was just like,
see, you
you
just
know,
did.
I
You
didn't
just
mean it.
did. You just said me and JB have been
he
talking.
he didn't mean it, George. He
I
didn't mean
didn't
it.
I know
mean
he
it.
didn't mean it.
Of
He didn't
I'm
mean
gonna
course.
it.
fix him up. I'll fix him Friday.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
All
With
right.
that
Fix it Friday, hopefully.
discipline.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's move on. To
Oh,
everybody who watched the game last night, thank y'all so much. Like VK said, like, tag, share, keep it going. We're gonna hit 2,000. I think by the end of the night, we gotta hit 2,000, man. That's good for basketball. The basketball it's a lot harder than football, but that there, man. Thanks to everybody who watched that game last night, St. Augustine and Bonneville. Let's talk, guys. So, if you've been watching the girls semifinals so far, you probably only had a couple of close games. Most of them have been big time deficits. And right now, Oakdale leads Doyle 43-30 in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left, make it 45-31. Um,
Actually, 47-35, 6:02 left in the fourth. I got the score, the live score up right now.
are they streaming? Is NFHS streaming this?
this Mr. Correction guy. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. First thing I
Nah,
said is on my TV right now, 45-31. Here you go. I got the live score, y'all. VK Jones, baby. I got the live score.
You gonna
Hit the
put that foot
stream.
on your
Hit the
chest,
stream,
boy.
y'all. I got the live score right here. 47 this and that. Oh, God
I,
dang, dog.
I just
God
put up.
dang.
I'm sorry. I just put up the live stats. I'm
You
sorry to
good,
spoil
man.
it for you.
And listen, you
No, he
actually have the
wasn't. He
live
was getting
score.
you. He corrected me. He trying to get us back for everything. He trying to get us
See
back
that?
for everything. You see that, huh? He trying to
Might have
low
to go
key
Cody.
sneak get us
Might have to
back.
go Cody Rhodes on him, right?
Cody. Oh my lord, he trying to get us back, man. All right, guys, but look, uh, yeah, 47-31 now on my TV. But VK, he might have another score. But anyway, guys, let's talk about the girls. I want to go through every bracket,
Okay.
the championship games of those who are in it,
Mhm.
and then the semifinal games that are left for 8 o'clock tonight and
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. So let me get it up. Let me get on the screen. I want to start in 4 and work our way up. Me and VK Jones will be there tomorrow and Saturday. So see us, holler at us. We're not hard. Um, so we good,
Again.
George. Make it good. All right, here we go. Division 4 non-select on Friday. You have Blue versus our VK.
Well, right now I don't see your screen. You know what
Black.
I'm saying? It's black.
The
What do you mean
bracket
it's black?
screen.
Bracket screen. You try to pull up.
I got the bracket screen right there. I see
We
y'all.
can't see it unless Restream's acting a fool again, VK. I think it is.
Yeah, because I don't see it and George don't see it.
Neither one of us can see it. And oh, we just lost him. Well, we could carry it for a little bit. Well, not yet. Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
I can
Yeah,
hear
we can
you.
hear you.
We can hear you. And
Yeah,
screen
hear me.
still black.
No,
Screen still
not me.
black.
I
Hold
could
on.
see. I could see it now.
Now you can see it. You can see
Yeah.
it, George. I can't see it.
Oh, it's the
George,
top
you can
two
see it?
seeds and non. I can. Just a reminder,
Carry on.
V.
I'll follow. I'll follow. Jared. Just go ahead and go with what you got.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Oh no,
Oh, Jared going kind of in and out.
there you go again. And you want to
Yeah.
mess with my internet? Mm-hmm. Oh Lord.
I think it's like you said. I
Uh,
don't think it's the internet. This is is that restream,
yeah,
and
it's that Restream acting a fool.
it's not. Let us be great tonight. I don't know what's
Not at
going on.
all.
I don't
But
know. Somebody must have sent them letters like the Hash It Out show. You know, they don't want them to
they don't want us
get
to be great.
exactly.
All right.
All right, hold on, fellas.
Okay, I think I see the screen now. I see the screen.
There we go. I think we're
Yes,
good.
we're good now.
Oh, Joey, I get the time. Oh, damn. I thought I was getting time spot there for a second.
I hear you.
No, I'm joking. We could see.
All right, let's do it. All right, so Arcadia Friday at 4:30. VK, who you got?
Interesting ball game there between these two. I talked with Lamar Gafford about this Lakeview team, and they've been, you know, the thing about the girls and boys basketball programs, they always been a consistent squad, but the only thing about them, they never got over the hump of winning a state championship.
Mm,
So is this the time that this Lakeview girls team finally wins it all, and especially with them being a 1 seed? I think this game is close. I think this is Lakeview. This is finally their time. I think Lakeview wins the state championship.
George
I'm glad you segue that way, VK, because I was feeling the same thing. You know, when you mentioned your convo with Lamar Gafford, and yeah, Lakeview, they've experienced so much heartbreak in this tournament over the past few years, and now they're the top seed. They've met expectations. Now they're in a final uh, to be played. What is that tomorrow? Friday. I think they win it. I think Arcadia puts up a heck of a fight. I think this is a 4 quarter game, but I believe Lakeview will cut down the nets after it's over. JB.
they ain't cutting down on this and ain't letting that happen. But and where did George go? you know,
Ah.
where did he go? But I'm going Arcadia. I think Arcadia will be the ones to get the win. Like Marcus Thomas says, if Lakeview can stop Timberland Washington, they will win. I don't think they will be able to. I have Arcadia with the win. All right, we're gonna move on. Hopefully, George Peppers can get back with us. We're gonna go to Division 4 select. Whenever it comes up, there it is. All right, here we go, VK.
Yes, sir.
Division 4 select. Southern Lab and Cedar Creek both got wins today. They will play Saturday at 12 o'clock. George back in here right quick. What's there? I don't see him. There he is. All right. So VK, who you got? Southern Lab or Cedar Creek?
Well, Cedar Creek pulling off a big win against of the defending state champions, Joseph S. Clark, and that was big for them, especially in a close ball game to pull it out and win this game. You know, but I don't know if they're gonna hang with.
Three with one
Okay,
second.
what happened?
I said Cedar Creek hit a 3 with 1 second left to win it. It was tied.
Actually, Cedar Creek, they scored a bucket and it was fouled. It was an and one. They scored a layup in the foul, and it's an and one. They made the and one. It was at three,
Okay, cool.
and Jezreel Clark, they just didn't have enough time to get a shot off. They tried to shoot it, was too late, and the win for Cedar Creek.
All right.
Yeah,
So
because
you got. Go
shout
ahead.
out the shout out to Black House. They had the highlights right there of that game. But I don't know if Cedar Creek's gonna have enough to hang with Southern Lab. Southern Lab has just been too much this year. Kiana Cheney has done an unbelievable job at our alma mater. We hopefully have on the Hash It Out show soon. She has done unbelievable work.
Gotta have her. She
So
was on that Final Four team at LSU. We have to.
yes, she says she wants to come on, so it's no problem. But I think she's done a great job. Southern Lab has beat some not top notch opponents this year,
Yes,
and
yeah.
you know Cedar Creek has been a great story, but I don't think it's going to be close against Southern Lab.
All right, GP.
Great story versus great team. What wins? Great team, right? They probably have the advantage. I would think, look, congratulations on Cedar Creek getting here. And as you mentioned, VK knocking out the reigning champs in dramatic fashion. But the Lady Kittens team looks loaded for bear, and they've been that way all year. They've challenged themselves throughout the season outside of district, handled their business, and they've done what was expected of them. I don't know if there's a scenario where Cedar Creek wins. I think Southern Lab gets it done, and they get it done convincingly.
All right, and I'm gonna get up. Southern Lab is I don't expect to see the Creek, but these girls are getting their seventh state championship in school program history. I got Southern Lab. Let's go to Division Three non-select. And as you see, Oak Grove awaits the winner of Oakdale and Doyle. Oakdale is up 57-39 with 2 minutes 18 seconds left to go. So it's pretty good to say that Oakdale is going to play Oak Grove for the championship at 6 o'clock on Saturday. VK, who you got, Oakdale or Oak Grove? Which Oak coming on top?
I'm gonna go with Oak Grove. Oak Grove has a lot of experience and they got some size and they got a very good basketball player and trying to get the name. Um, the She's actually the sister of the quarterback of Oak Grove, and he's a good athlete. She's as good as he is, and now she's pretty much a sophomore, so she's really have played some good basketball. And Oak Grove has really built a lot of experience these last 3 years. I'm going with the Tigers of Oak Grove to win it all.
George Peppers.
I don't know, but the way Oakdale is winning today, dominating that Doyle team, a very well meant team, huh, cause for pause. Look, Oak Grove has been spectacular. They're here in the finals, but Oakdale might have something to say about this game for Saturday evening. I'm gonna go with the Lady Warriors. I'm going Oakdale for the win.
Okay, you going Oakdale? All right. I'm going Oakdale too. Yes, they have Oak Grove has the tall girl. I can't remember her name. Yeah, Carolyn Bradley. That's her name, Carolyn
Yeah.
Bradley for Oak Grove.
Jackson Bradley's brother, right? Jackson
Okay,
Bradley's sister.
gotcha. Um,
Yes.
yeah, I think Oakdale figures out a way to win that ball game. I'm going Oakdale. Oak Grove
Mm.
wins. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm gonna go Oakdale with the win on that one. Let's go to Division Three select now. And that has Lafayette Christian against Sacred Heart of New Orleans. I'm gonna go first. Shout out to Coach Courtney Ward and the job. Yeah, Marcus Carolyn Bradley for Oak Grove. She's like 6'6". She's 6'6". Yeah, she's tall. Um, Lafayette Christian. Yeah, shout out to Coach Courtney Ward for the job she and her staff has done at Academy of Sacred Heart. History has been made. They are in the championship game for the first time ever in the program's history. But this juggernaut and Lafayette Christian to me is gonna be just too much for them. I got Lafayette Christian big. VK.
Oh man, this Sacred Heart. I mean, for what Courtney Ward has done, I mean, big time yeoman's work. Probably one of the biggest stories we have seen in the last couple of years in prep basketball, especially in New Orleans. A team that was in the bottom of the barrel in girls basketball, and now in a state final, a sport outside of volleyball and soccer that they're usually good in. So it's big for that school and it's big for that sport. I think, to be honest, I think Sacred Heart's gonna be ready for him. I think Sacred Heart will give Lafayette Christian a run for a bit, but then Coach Errol Rogers is gonna make the adjustments, and then Lafayette Christian will settle down. Lafayette Christian don't be surprised that the game will be close in the first half, but Errol Roger will make some huge adjustments, and it will be a different Lafayette Christian team in the second half. Lafayette Christian will pull away and win state title.
Okay,
Feels like
George.
feels like a Hoosiers movie, doesn't it? Small school out of New Orleans goes to the big time against Lafayette Christian, a juggernaut, a dominant force. Have produced champion after champion after champion, and they still continue to produce. Here they are in the final. It would be so great to see Academy of Sacred Heart take this. I don't
Yeah.
see it happening though. That juggernaut called Lafayette Christian and Al Rogers are going to take down another state title. But Courtney Ward, hey, look, I echo what my co-host have said about your job. It's been outstanding this year, getting that team to this point. Your future's looking brighter. The school's looking brighter. This basketball program, there's a state title with their name on it. It's not too much, guys. They've been one of the Academy Heart. The lights are a little bit big. I think LC.
All right, George says Lafayette Christian as well. Division two non-select. We're gonna go to now, which everybody's calling a Wassman Invitational, and Wassman awaits the winner of the Sterlington Albany game that's about to be played right now at 8 o'clock p.m. Let's talk about this semifinal: Sterlington versus Albany. VK, who goes on to play Wassman?
Whew. Well, Albany has just been a team that's just been right there in the thick of things. Always somehow making to the girls' top 28. And I think they're pretty young this year, but for them to be a 7 seed has been huge for them to get back to the top 28. But I think Sterlington's really, really strong. I expect the game to be close, but I think Sterlington gets a little pull away in the fourth quarter and gets the win.
All right, GP.
I'm in agreement with VK. I'm going to take Starlington, but Albany recognition for the job they've done to get to this point on their way to the semifinal. But I think there's a spurt somewhere in that fourth quarter, like VK mentioned, where Sterlington gets some separation and gets the win.
Yeah, I'm going Sterlington as well with you guys. Does Sterlington defeat Wassman? I say no.
No, no.
Name your number.
Oh,
Ooh.
jeez. All right.
I hate this. I hate to say it. You just got to be
And
honest.
I'm the
There's
mean one, Jared.
I'm not trying to be mean and no disrespect to Sterlington at all.
Not at all.
Has had a great year, a breakout year for that girls program. But at the same time, who in that division can stand up to this machine that is going for their fourth straight title? Just like Lafayette Christian,
Mhm.
it's a machine. Wassman is a true, and right now you could say probably the best all around team in the state is Wassman. So they are a tough bunch, and they have proven it in all classifications this year. And looking at the
Mhm.
division is just it's a crying shame that okay, who could be that team? Maybe we'll give them a time, and you just don't see it in this division this year. Just not this year.
All right. Moving on to Division Two. Vanderbilt Catholic Lady Terriers have punched their ticket into the championship game. They await the winner of a district rematch between University Lab and Madison Prep. VK, who you got?
Oh man, that's gonna be fun. I mean, that's gonna start a great Thursday. I think that's
Hopefully we get
you.
there in time, right at 1 o'clock, right?
I hope so. I'm gonna be ready. Yeah, I know it's gonna. I know you're gonna have to. Hopefully, you get out at a decent time, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
be ready to roll, man. I'm telling you. I think. I mean, looking at that Thursday lineup when you sent it to me days ago, I was like, "This is the day," and I'm glad
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we're going because that is going to be the best game. I think all the games are going to be competitive. That one is going to be a I can't say the words of Jim Ross, but I'm gonna say this. It's going to be a close one all the way to the end with this ball game. Madison Prep, the defending state champs, going against their district rivals one more time. It's gonna be a war. I'm gonna go with University Lab probably by 3 points. That's how close this game is gonna be. But I
What
wouldn't be surprised if Madison Prep gets the win and goes out to defend their state title.
George Peppers.
I'm going with the other side here. Madison Prep. District
Ooh.
rematches are usually tough on who the team that won the first, that's had success. And Madison Prep has what? They are the reigning champions. To be the team, you gotta beat the team. To be the best, you gotta beat the best. I don't know if the Lady Cubs have it in them. I know they've been dominant in these playoffs, quarterfinal demolition of Buckeye. Um, but I think Madison Prep's got something for them. I think on a neutral floor, I think Madison Prep gets this win against University Lab. Now, what does that portend for the final against Vanderbilt Catholic? We can talk about that.
All right. Um, I'm going ULab. I think ULab. I'm with VK. I think it's a close one all around. ULab finds a way to win it. They move on to take on the Vanderbilt Lady Terriers, Vanderbilt Catholic Lady Terriers. Regardless of who Vanderbilt plays, does Vanderbilt wins the state championship?
I think this is finally Vanderbilt's time.
Mm.
I think this is finally their time. They've been chipping and chipping away, and it's just too bad who they was playing and all that. But this is their greatest chance for them to win the state title. I'll tell you, that coaching staff, that program at Vanderbilt has been amazing. I believe this last decade, and for them to just been right there in the thick of things, but didn't finish the job. But now, I think this is their greatest chance, and I think this is finally their time. I think Vanderbilt Catholic will win the state championship.
George Peppers.
Now, being different with you guys on the semifinal, I have Madison Prep playing them. You guys have ULab.
Yeah.
Prep beat this team already, as Mr. Marcus Thomas is pointing out, and they
Mm-hmm.
beat them pretty solidly.
Yeah.
Again, I go back to the axiom. Vanderbilt, look, you make great points. They have a great chance because now they're into a state championship. This is their best opportunity. I feel like Madison Prep is just destined to get this title again. It wouldn't surprise me if the Lady Terriers do find a way to get revenge, but I feel like Madison Prep, the winner of that semifinal is going to be the favorite against them. I feel like whoever is the semifinal winner, I have Madison Prep. You guys have ULab. I think we can agree they would be the favorite in that matchup, at least perceived. But I'm going to go Madison Prep to win the title.
Okay, he's gonna Madison Prep. I think Vanderbilt Catholic has a chance if they play Madison Prep. I think if they play University, I think University has it. That's my pick. There you go. There you go. Now let's go to
Mm.
Division One non-select. Be patient with me because if they want to play with me today on this internet stuff, they keep closing the thing, and I gotta keep opening it back up. So Division One semifinals. First one, 6:15 tomorrow. Parkway versus Harton. We were supposed to have Coach Gloria Williams on the show with us tonight, but unfortunately, she was not able to make it. Team is traveling. We understand. We'll get with her another time. Guys, I think we all finished with Parkway as the overall number one team on our top fives, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have Parkway defeating Harton for the second time today. I do. Do you guys? I'll go with VK first.
It's no doubt. It's no doubt. I know it might be a little bit more closer bit because of their district rivals and stuff like that. Usually rematches, it's always not easy. Always not easy in a rematch. And I think Coach Gloria Williams knows this is not going to be easy. But at the
Hmm.
same time, I think Parkway will have control of this ball game. We'll be surprised if we close early. I think Marcus. That's a good mark right there, Marcus. I think about 15-2. I think it's going to be a type of game that'll be close. Harden is going to hang in there, but once Parkway settles down, Parkway is going to put the foot on the gas, and they'll pull out with the win.
Okay, George Peppers.
They've handled these playoffs with relative ease, Parkway. I don't know if Harton has the wherewithal or the chops to stay with them. Parkway's on their way to a state championship game. I think they win this game. I'm with Marcus. I think they win it pretty convincingly in the double figures.
Okay. So Parkway has won back-to-back state championships, looking for a three-peat. We know what happened in the semis last year against Walker. Chloe Larry with the full court shot that went in to defeat Walker. I got Parkway again. And they defeated Harton by 13 earlier this year.
Yeah.
15 that y'all saying Marcus. I'm going to go Parkway by 11. Parkway over Harton. Now, on the other side, at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Zachary versus Walker. So we got Shreveport area and we got the Baton Rouge area in this. So, guys, we talked earlier in the year. We said we wanted to see the rematch of Walker and Parkway from last year due to everything that happened in that game. Due to Chloe Larry, a little extracurricular stuff that happened. No, nobody was fighting. Don't think about that. But we said this is the matchup we wanted to see. Guys, I'm gonna go first. I don't think we're gonna see that matchup. I think the Zachary Lady Broncos will be a little bit too much for the Walker Lady Wildcats. I really think so. Ava Raymond, Tiara McPipe. I think this is going to be a little bit too much for Walker. Give me the Zachary Lady Broncos going to the championship game. VK.
And I was thinking where it was looking early in the season that things was looking good for Walker, that they could, have a chance. It probably could be them in Parkway again. And during the season, we seen some exposure a little bit. So I gotta agree with Jared. I think a lot of certain matchups have given Walker trouble. And I think Zachary is going to give Walker a lot of matchup problems. You notice that in those losses for Walker. I think Zachary's going to give him a lot of matchup problems. It could be close, but I think Zachary is going to have a huge fourth quarter, and Zachary is going to get the win. I gotta agree with you, Jared. I think the matchup is going to give a lot of problems to Walker. I got Zachary in the finals.
All right.
I think the thing you guys need to look at, did those losses that Nakar lost and the other loss that they've had this year, did it refocus them? Remember, the last few years they've been unblemished getting to this point. They were undefeated and could not finish the job. Now you look at this matchup and they've got a couple of losses and it looks like they've found themselves again, Walker. This is going to be a spectacular semifinal, one of the best ones of the day. I don't think there's any question. This thing is no bigger than a 5-point spread either way. At the end of the day, I don't want to be contrarian. I do think the Lady Broncos have a real shot here, but Walker finds a way and overcomes a little hiccup and gets back to the final. I think Walker gets to the final this time.
Okay. All right. Marcus said if Zachary can contain Ari, they'll win. And it didn't pop. Oh. We're going to sit tight for a second because here we go again. Here we go again, once again.
Oh.
So, George, you have Walker and Parkway.
Yes.
Me and VK, we got Zachary
and Parkway.
Parkway. Okay.
Right.
It's for it to happen. Like you said, George, Walker then, came back and what they were playing. Maybe it's a wake-up call when they lost those games, George Peppers.
Yeah, I mean, again, it always happens. Teams lose a couple of games. Oh, Walker didn't have to have the last 2 years, but they didn't finish the job. This time they lost a couple of games on their schedule. They had the car being the most high profile that they lost because it was lost at home against a Cougar team that has a real opportunity to maybe make a final in their division, which we will talk about here in short order. But as far as who wins a projected championship, for everything I've said about Walker, I don't think Parkway gets beat. I think Gloria Williams and her group gets it done. I think. We lose Jared?
I hope not.
I hope not either. But
Sure.
BK, I mean, are you in agreement? If it's Parkway, you got Parkway and Zachary. I got
I,
Parkway Walker, but I got Parkway
Parkway,
winning.
I think I got Parkway winning as well. I mean, they
Hmm.
have been so
All right.
consistent all year
Everybody
long.
back?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's move on. Move on.
Can't hear you, Jared. You breaking up.
Yeah, he was chopped up real bad.
Can you hear me?
We can hear
Mm,
you. We barely can, but we hear you.
it's still in
Can
and
you
out,
hear me
though. Still in and out,
now?
JB.
Can
Now
you hear
I
me?
Yeah, we
think,
can.
I think.
Can y'all hear me now? Yes,
Yeah, we
no?
can hear you.
All right, let's roll. Let's go. All right. So, first semifinal, we got John Curtis versus Huntington. And a few people are saying champs will not be. I'm telling you what people are saying. Even Elbow said with the excellent guard. Well, excellent guards too. But to me, one key factor in all of this, internet, man. I don't know what's it ain't my internet.
Restream.
Restream. It ain't my internet. It's restream today. I'm telling you, it don't want to be great. I got network issues or what. Anyway, difference maker. That's a difference maker. Oh, all right. All the Imani Daniels is the difference for John Curtis. I am going with John Curtis, the defending state champs, to defeat Huntington. Give me Curtis, lady.
Okay.
Wait, DJ.
Okay. I didn't know you were going to be next. Okay. Man, I think John Curtis there going for state title number 9 or 10, one of the two. I think they're going for 9. And they looking to try to get a repeat. First repeat for Alondra Brown. So we know this season they were just so consistent. They have faced adversity, they overcame it. I think this semifinal is not going to be easy for them. I don't think it's not going to be easy for them at all. I think Huntington brings a lot of experience to the to this. The one thing about Curtis, we did say this when they played against Edna Carr. They go against an experienced team that can hang in there with them. Curtis is going to have to just really, really step up, and they're going to have to step it up here. Huntington's a really, really good team, good experienced team that made it to the quarters last year and have finally got over the hump. They got to the semis, and they are playing with house money, and they have nothing to lose. I expect this game to be real, real close, but at the same time, I think John Curtis has a big full quarter, and they pull out the win. So I'm gonna go with the John Curtis Patriots, but it ain't gonna be easy. I don't think Huntington's gonna give him that game. So I think Curtis has got to earn their lunch. I think Amani Daniel is gonna make a difference. I got the Patriots going to the finals.
Arguably, the best player on the floor in that game is Imani Daniels, guys. Can we agree on that? I mean,
Well,
you
I'm
can
gonna
make
say
that.
this. I'm gonna say this about Amani Daniel. Amani Daniel is just the icing on the cake
It
of
is.
what they have. What they
Mm-hmm.
have, they got what we've been seeing from Curtis. They have a whole lot of weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And the scary part about their weapons, they're young. You look at Kiki, you look at Timmons, you look at all these other girls, Jayla Albert, how she has stepped up. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you got a bunch of weapons, and now you got a mighty back. That's humongous. Amani is a great, great player. I'm not saying she's not the best player, But with her coming back, that's a huge shot in the arm for the team that has continued to build and build.
And we talk about dynasties and everything else, VK. When you look at this John Curtis Christian Patriots team, it's a team that styles win fights, right? You know, that's what they say in other sports, but styles win games in basketball too. And what does John Curtis do so very, very well? They defend. They will press you, they will trap you, they will make the guards pick up the ball earlier than they want, and they will force turnovers. They've done that on regularity this year. Huntington's got some athletic guards that and some experienced guards that are going over a 32-minute game. I don't think that's going to happen. I think John Curtis wins this game by double figures and books their ticket to a championship game. Who will they play? Ha! Let's talk about that matchup.
Let's get it. Cougars, Baton Rouge, and guys, ever since and they look on Curtis, Coach Antoine, John Curtis, Coach Antoine, and his crew.
All right, VK, I think you're gonna have to take the lead here, bro,
Yeah,
because it's
I'm going to take this. Basically, I think Jared is saying that since the end of call loss to John Curtis, it seemed like Coach Antoine really had to go back to the drawing board more than anything else, and the car has just been on a roll since then, and especially with some big wins against Walker, and then a big showing in the playoffs, and for them to for them to uh overcome some things against Ponchatoula, and Ponchatoula was fighting with them all throughout, and for them to continue to answer them to put it away. Now Edna Carr back in the top 28, first time in a long, long time, since head coach Jessica Barber led them to the top 28. Is I think with their play and how they've been working hard all through the season and everything, Woodlawn is an interesting opponent, but I think Edna Carr's tough schedule has prepared them for this ball game right here. And I think the Edna Carr Cougars are going to punch a ticket to the state finals, and they will have their big time district rematch against John Curtis.
before I go, JB, are you back with us?
I'm here.
All right. You were talking about it before Restream acted a fool on you. What are your thoughts on this game, Carr and Woodlawn?
So like I was in the car to me, learned they lost to John Curtis. Look, not unstoppable. Then Coach Antoine, Coach and his staff watched the film and saw the corrections that they had to make in order to make their team better. And Carl is phenomenal. Woodlawn, good team, but I don't think Woodlawn has what it takes to be because the next and there it goes again. I don't know if they talk about it, but um, I don't think Woodlawn has what it takes to be in the car. I have a great game. Sanaa being give me the Edna Carr Lady Cougars.
Okay, now it's my turn, right? All right. The Curtis game, you want to know what it did for Edna Carr? It was a gut check game. It was a character game. They realized, hey, look, we've been crushing people a lot. We ran into Curtis and we found a team that could punch us in the mouth, and we didn't have a response. I mean, they made a spurt to get it to within 6, but it never really felt like that they were going to catch John Curtis that night. But since that game, like we've said, like you guys have said, and now we'll extrapolate further, they have really, really, really found another level of basketball. And I went back and watched that Ponchatoula game, and you mentioned, VK, you mentioned, they had to overcome some stuff early. that Curtis game was a precursor for Ponchatoula, because they faced that adversity early and they were able to win. But what about the spurt ability of Carr in that second half? It was close and they wound up winning by 10. They wound up getting away from Ponchatoula by 10. And Alyssa Hillard was held in check, 17 points, 9 assists. Point wise, you would see her in the mid 20s, mid to upper 20s, but Carr did a heck of a job on her defensively. 17 points, forced a lot of shots out of her. But in this game, I just don't see. I think the star power on Carr with Cass and with Sanaya, I think it's too much, and I think Edna Carr will book their ticket and get said rematch against John Curtis in the finals of Division One Select, which will be a tantalizing final VK.
Very much agreed. Very much agreed. I think it's going to be, very. I think this is going to set up to be a very great Saturday with the finals and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If
I should
everything
play hooky and
goes
go with y'all.
the way, I wish you could too.
I
But
know.
if everything goes the way that we're hoping that could go, we're promising to have a great finals on Saturday. So we're hoping that
Mhm.
it comes through, and it's going to be interesting tomorrow. Like I said, Thursday is I think it's going to be the best day of this week of these semifinals. We're looking forward to that.
Yep. And
Tell you what, just give me the rematch in the championship.
who wins that championship rematch, JB?
I don't know.
We're not gonna say.
We're not gonna say. We can, if we have a
Okay.
team championship, I'll say something, but we ain't got any yet. So we are not going to say as B. Four breaks and Division 4 non-select and work our way up. And I pray that I don't have any issues because we're gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. Any issues that we've had today and right now. Here we go. All right. Quarterfinals, guys. Go. Vinton versus White Castle. Who you got? Quickly, guys. VK.
I'm like this in this kind of class. I'm not gonna talk too much, but at the same time, it's always been a
Yeah, that's why I say
wide open division. White Castle. Always go with the experienced team.
ooh,
White Castle.
ooh.
I hate favorites. I hate picking the favorite, but I'm gonna pick him here. Vinton takes him down.
I'm going Vinton as well. All right. The winner of that game will face Delphi or Faraday. Give me Faraday.
I'm gonna go with Faraday as well.
Make it 3. Faraday to the semifinal.
All right.
Oh.
Lakeview versus East Riverview.
I'm gonna go with Lakeview.
I'm going Lakeview as well. Great year for East Iberville, but it comes to an end here. Lakeview moves to the semi.
Right. Gainesville versus Franklin. Give me Franklin.
I'm going with the defending state champions, Franklin.
All right.
Same here. Franklin will move on. Franklin moves on. Make it unanimous.
All right. For everybody, bear with me. All right. Here we go. All right, guys. Here we go. We are not going to call this game because there's a possibility of us broadcasting this game to y'all. Crescent City versus win that game. But we can tell you who one might play. Cedar Creek or Hamilton Christian. Give me the team out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Hamilton Christian. VA.
I think Hamilton Christian will make their return back to Lake Charles. Hamilton Christian.
George.
How about Cedar Creek's momentum in these playoffs? But I think it comes to
Who you got, George?
Yeah, and I got Hamilton Christian. Moving on.
All right. Southern Lab versus Central Catholic. Give me Southern Lab.
Southern Lab.
Yeah, the kid. I mean, Southern Lab's going to get this done, and in convincing fashion. Probably the biggest mismatch of the quarterfinals.
All right. J.S. Clark versus Lincoln. Give me J.S. Clark, fellas.
Well, that's a very good pick. You know, even despite the coach leaving last season and
Hmm.
everything, and this is a very good consistent program. But I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm going Lincoln.
Jared, you and I picked J.S. Clark to get to the semifinals in our preview of the playoffs, right?
Right.
There's no reason to get off here. I'm going J.S. Clark as well. Silly.
Man, with me.
All right, what is he saying? 3 not select is next.
In a sweet little time now. We just had luck today with everything.
Yeah,
With this,
line.
I, I,
we have
I
bad
think we need
luck
to.
and opportunity.
I think we
I'm
need
about
to
to put it up,
reschedule.
Vic. I got it. I'm about to put it up. Division 3, non-select. We have to read it out to our fans because this is not working today. It's one great. All right, guys, here we go. Division 3 select. Number 1 seed, non-select. Number 1 seed, Madison. Number 9 seed, Winfield. I'm going Madison.
You said Winfield versus Madison.
Yes,
I'm gonna go with Madison.
George.
Same. The top seed there, Madison gets it done.
All right. Donaldsonville versus Richwood. Give me Donaldsonville.
Hmm. I got Rich Word has been digging and digging, but I'm gonna agree with Jared. Donaldsonville has been digging and digging too. So I like how Donaldsonville has been working, man. Give me Donaldsonville back to the top 20.
Momentum, momentum, momentum. I'm going to go Donaldsonville as well. They've really plugged away and have done well. Donaldsonville will move on to Lake Charles.
All right. Marksville versus Voyle. Give me Marksville.
I'm gonna go with the defending state champs back to Lake Charles.
Yeah, it's too early to knock them out, isn't it? Give me Marksville in a district rematch. That's going to be tough, but because of Oils will put it, and we'll give them a fight. But Marksville gets it done.
All right. Westlake against Red River. Give me Red.
Give me Red River as well.
Make this unanimous. Red River to the semifinal against Marksville, which will be a great semi.
All right. Division 3 select. Here we go. Calvary.
Oh,
Give Calvary.
all
Say
right. I
those two
heard
again.
Calvary Baptist, the 1 seed.
Who Calvary
Say
Baptist playing? I couldn't hear you.
it.
Okay, Catholic. I'm sorry, Calvary Baptist.
All right.
Yeah, give me the Cavaliers as well.
Okay. Rose Pine and Lafayette Christian actually play tonight at 6 o'clock. I don't have a score yet, but the winner faces Isidore.
Jerry, what was the last thing you said? We could hear you.
Rose Pine and Lafayette Christian. The winner will face Newman. Do we all agree with Newman?
Yes.
Yeah, also
Right.
agree.
Good. Country Day versus Country Day.
Mike McGuire has done it again with another good squad and probably one of the deepest. I'm going to go with Country Day.
Same here. They are, they haven't been as good the last few years, but this year looks like a renaissance kind of season for them. They've showed their ability to bounce back. Country Day to the semi.
All right. Does Thomas Jefferson have what Dunham? And that was a good game we did the other night. VK Thomas Jefferson, De La Salle, but I think Dunham will get the victory over Thomas Jefferson. VK.
Close ball game. Very, very close ball game. But I think Dunham barely pulls it out. I think Thomas Jefferson's I think Rashard Stevenson and Talon Page, I think they're gonna give Dunham some problems. So but I think Dunham will some way somehow come back and win the ball game. It's gonna be interesting, but I got Dunham to win.
Quick turnaround. How much energy does Thomas Jefferson have? Having to use up a lot to come back from 20 plus down at De La Salle on the road, and going now on the road to Dunham. I don't see it. I see Dunham winning this game going away. I think that's somewhere in the third quarter. Dunn pulls away and they get the job done. Dunham to the semi.
All right. Division two non-select. Walsman and Bastrop again. I got Walsman. VK.
Whoever you said versus Walsman, I got Walsman.
Bastrop.
Bastrop. So you got Walsman. Who you got, George?
I'm going to go Wasman as well. I think, I know they beat this team earlier in the season, and I think they do it again. Give me Wasman.
All right. Bruley versus Franklinton. Bruley looking to get to the semis again. Give me Bruley, VK.
I gotta agree with you, but it's gonna be real, real close. Franklinton has not got there for nothing. That was a huge win at Carroll. Congratulations going to Franklinton, the great year they're having, and they're getting to the quarters. I think this game will go into the fourth quarter, close ball game. But I think the experience of Bruley, some way, somehow, a younger Bruley team at that. I think Bruley gets back to the semis.
Great, George.
Yeah, outstanding effort, Franklinton knocking off Carroll, but give me Bruley to knock him out here. Close game, but I think Bruley pushes through.
Ellender, AJ Ellender in the quarterfinals to take on Bossier. Do they have what it takes to beat Bossier? Nah, not this time. I got Bossier.
The Louisiana Party Crashers are here again. I think Ellender has had a great run, but it ends against Bossier. I think Bossier gets back to Lake Charles.
Too much Bossier depth. I think they get it done, and they move into the semi. But great call, Ellender Patriots. Y'all have had an outstanding year, but give me Bossier to move on.
All right. Franklin Parish against Minden. Give me Franklin Parish for the victory over number 2 seed Minden. I'm going Franklin Parish, everybody.
I'm gonna go with Franklin Parish as well. Minden has got to be a proven product that they're going to get to the semis. They have had a great season, but I think Franklin Parish is going to win in a close game.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Franklin Parish as well. Minden's again. You guys mentioned outstanding season 2 seed. Give me Franklin Parish.
All right, Division 2 select. Here we go. The 1 seed, the Archbishop Shaw Eagles. Seed David Thibodeau. Shaw Eagles. Shaw VK.
I think it's too much also for the Shaw Eagles. I think, David Thibodeau has been chipping away these last couple of years, a very good program. But I don't think they're gonna be able to handle Archbishop Shaw.
That's the path of least resistance. Shaw wins. Name the number. I think they handle business. I mean, the burden of expectations may put a little more pressure, but I think Wesley Laurendane's going to have those kids focused. What's at hand? Shaw, easy.
All right. Then you have Madison University. Got these district rematches. My goodness. Madison they get back to the semis again, and they face Shaw in the semis for the third straight year.
Who are they playing?
University Lab.
University.
Okay. Okay.
Another rematch. I expect this to be very, very close. This will come out in the last 2, 3. I think it's gonna come down in the last 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. But I think Madison Prep will get it done. Some way, somehow, they will get it done against University.
Yeah, teams with the clutch gene find a way to win it late, and I feel like Madison Prep, knowing what's on the line, University Lab as well. Great game. Give me Madison Prep to move on.
All right, the bottom part of the bracket for Division Two select. Peabody hosted Sophie B. Wright. Shout out to Sophie B. Wright. Anyway, DK?
I hear you. You were breaking up. I didn't know what the last thing you said. I think somebody
I
from
said
Peabody
shout
might
out
have
to Sophie B. And I said, I said that. I got Peabody. Great run for Sophie B. Wright. DK.
It's gonna be tough sledding. I mean, Sophie B. Wright has made a very good run. Jason Bertrand has done great
Yes.
things, and I tell you, man, it would be a miracle. Not a miracle, but I think it'd be monumental for them to win at Peabody. A tough, tough place to play, you know. But I think Charles Smith and his team are gonna settle down. It'll be close early, but I think it'll be Peabody just a little too much. Peabody to semis.
Peabody can put this away early because usually they have a penchant for fast starts in games. Um, but Sophie be right. Coach Bertrand has done yeoman's work there. The future's looking great there. Just going into Peabody, that's going to be an incredible upset if they get it. I don't see it though, but give me Peabody to take them down.
All right, and then we got Vanderbilt Catholic and Archbishop Hannon. The 10 versus the 2. Give me Coach Golf and his team, Bishop Hannon.
Gotta
VK.
agree with you. Archbishop Hannon has really played a tough schedule, and they really are on fire right now. Give me
Mhm.
Hannon Hawks.
Yeah, make it three of us. I'm going Hannon. Tough schedule. Great team, destined to go further. Hannon moves on.
All right. You guys hear me? You guys hear me?
We're trying.
Okay,
I
you
know
got
what. Oh, this is turbulence tonight, VK.
Okay, y'all
I
hear
can
me?
hear you
Now we
now.
can.
We can hear
All
you.
right, cool. All right, let's move quickly. Division 1 non-select Zachary versus Suffolk. The Broncos Zachary.
Zachary.
Yeah, I'm with Zachary as well. Zachary. They'll move into the
All right.
semi.
Number 12 versus Natchitoches Central. Give me Natchitoches.
Natchitoches. I'll tell you one thing. Natchitoches Central. That's a tough place to get a win. Not too many people can come out there with a win. Covington has had a great year. Natchitoches Central.
Too much playoff seasoning here. Natchitoches Central, experience reliant, and they get the job done.
All right. Denham Springs, the 3 seed, hosting number 6 Ruston. I think Ruston's gonna come get a win. Give me Ruston. VK.
This has been a big position for Denham Springs. They have not been in the top 28 since Tasman
Mitchell.
Tasman Mitchell's senior year, and when they
Hmm.
lost to St. Augustine in the semifinals. It's been a long time coming for Denham Springs, and then this is a big, big stage for them. But gotta go with the season Ruston Bearcats.
We're not believers? Wow. Okay. I'm gonna take the Yellow Jackets. This is the proving ground game because a lot of wise guys are gonna pick Ruston, right? Uh, not, I mean, talking about panelists from around the state. That the Bearcats are gonna go down there and get the win. I'm taking Denham Springs. I think they're gonna see all this and say, you know what? We've had an outstanding year. Let's back it up and book our trip to Lake Charles. Give me Denham Springs. Uh oh.
Our
Yeah.
host is now frozen. Can you
Massively.
hear Miss think JB, you might have to do a hard reset and come back and get the
Yeah.
rest of this. Because
Okay, you
this
want to finish this bracket off?
here we go.
All right, who you pick?
I'm picking Denham Springs
All
to beat
right,
Ruston.
all right. The last part of Division One, non-select. Number 7 East Ascension versus number 2 Central.
I'm gonna go with Central Baton Rouge as well.
I've been the highest praise of Central all year long. They're not going to let us. They're not going to let us down. Central to the semifinal, and we freeze again.
And a frozen host.
Icicles
He's gonna
freezing in March. Freezing
he's
in March, VK. That's abnormal, isn't it?
yeah, he's gonna reset again and come back up. 3, 2, and
Tee him up. Not quite.
not quite.
All right, go to Division One. We got to go to Division One select because I think that's what we
Yeah,
got left.
yeah, I think that's
You
what
want
we
to pull
got
it up?
left. I'm gonna pull it up myself.
Do
Uh,
that.
let's see. We'll finish it up strong with our host. If hopefully he'll come back up in a minute. Let's
Oh, there
go
he is.
quarterfinal if he's up there.
All right, let's go. Liberty.
And he stops again.
And he stops. Who's Liberty playing, VK?
Liberty is playing Judgment, the 1 seed versus the
Liberty.
8. The oh, you going with Liberty?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Style makes fights, but I think it's gonna be a little too much for Liberty against Judgment. What a run for Coach Chris
Chris
Jennings,
Jennings.
man. So I'm gonna go with Liberty.
I feel like Liberty's destined to get back, but Jesuit's going to punch them in the mouth early, and let's see what Liberty's about. But I'm going to go with Liberty as well.
Okay, JB's still kind of frozen. I'm gonna
Take the
go.
lead, VK. Take the lead,
I'm
bro.
gonna
Take the
take
lead.
it here. Alexandria, St. Augustine, the 5 versus 4 over at Watson Jones Gymnasium. Who you got, George?
Uh, there might be a chance that we're going to have this game.
That's one of the choices, but we'll hopefully have something by later tonight or tomorrow of who
All
will
right,
have.
let's pass. Let's pass on this game. If we're going to call it, let's pass on it.
Jared, what you think? JB? Well,
Yeah. What you say?
yeah,
I'm here.
So
yeah,
we're talking about Hog and Alexandria, but
Let's
as a
pass on
chance,
it. Yeah. Let's
yeah.
pass on it just in case we do get it.
okay, let's pass on that one.
Oh no,
The 3 seed St. Thomas More and the 11 seed Huntington.
Bullshit.
he's frustrated. I feel it too.
Yeah, me too. I got your back on it, Jared. That's why I'm picking it up because you just keep fading out. 3 seed St. Thomas More, 11 seed Huntington. Let's go with you, George. Who you got?
I got St. Thomas More. Danny Broussard books a ticket to the semifinal. Give me the Cougars.
Jared.
STM.
Okay, VK.
Interesting matchup, but I think STM just a little bit too much. STM with the win. And last but not least, the John Curtis Patriots, the 7 seed, taking on the 2 seed Catholic. I really think this is going to be more of a closer game than a little bit because of the fact the last time these two played, John Curtis lost in overtime against
Mm-hmm.
Catholic on the road. So I really think that this is going to go down the wire. And I said it myself, Catholic was coming into the playoffs stumbling, and it depending on who they played in the quarters that might give them trouble. And I think Curtis gave them a lot of trouble last time, and I think I think John Curtis this time is going to finish the job. Give me John Curtis. They're going to the semifinals. George.
This morning on our chat, I left a little voicemail saying I had an upset for these quarterfinals when we were going to get to the boys. And then I found out through the grapevine, JB, well, actually, his voicemail, he tipped his hat. And then he told me in a conversation in advance of the show that you were going Curtis. That was my pick, too. I'm going with the Patriots. I feel like I don't like teams that go to the playoffs that are stumbling, rumbling, and all that stuff. No, give me a team with the momentum. And I know John Curtis's team, that was impressive what they did against Rumble last night. Give me the Patriots. And JB, if you're with us, who you got?
I got John Curtis as well. I just think John Curtis are tired of losing to bad
Yeah, it's
cap,
getting too old, isn't
and
it?
they gonna have it. Yeah, they got it on their mind like, hey, we should have beat y'all in the regular season and went to overtime. We lost by 2. We should have won that game. We feel like they felt like they gave that game away. They said, hey, we coming to Baton Rouge. We walking out with the win. Give me John Curtis. All right, everything. We're gonna go ahead and end this because we've had issues like none other with this tonight. So I want to thank George Peppers, and we'll be back next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, Tuesday for sure. Tuesday, because we might be traveling on the road to Lake Charles Wednesday. But we'll be back Tuesday right here on the Hash It Out show. We'll have some guests. We're gonna talk to this stuff. But thank y'all for tuning in and bearing with us today with the technical difficulties that we had throughout the entire show. So thank y'all so much. Well, we're gonna go ahead and end this show right now. George Peppers and VK Jones, I'm JB the Sports Guy. Thank you so much. Y'all take